Welcome, and thank you for spending some of your time with us. My name is Tina Rosenquist, and this is Knowledge for Wellness. And this show is to better inform you, because when you know more, you are empowered to make better decisions for yourself and your loved ones for a better quality of life. And knowledge is power. And today's topic is with Kerry, the Chief Operating Officer and co-owner, along with Ryan, the Health and Body Care Manager from Fresh and Natural, located in both Hudson, Wisconsin and Shoreview, Minnesota. Now, questions we'll be asking are, what is Fresh and Natural Foods about in terms of what type of store it is and its history? And what is Fresh and Natural Foods known for? And what does Fresh and Natural offer the community? Well, welcome, Kerry.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's a delight as well. And Ryan.
Thank you. I'm delighted to be here.
Thank you. Such an honor that we can learn about Fresh and Natural because it seems to be the up-and-coming, actually, grocery store. But it's not really a grocery store, but it has that feel of a grocery store. Mm-hmm. So this is your first time on, so tell us all about yourself and the history of Fresh and Natural and how you actually established it.
Okay. Well, I grew up in the grocery industry, and I always had an affinity, just a love for it, because it truly is a people business.
Yes.
And along the way, worked with some large box stores and bigger chains and bigger groups, and the opportunity came to get into the natural and organic world, and I jumped on it.
Okay, cool.
Started the planning for Fresh and Natural. It was June of 2001. I was in a little office in the Shoreview Village Mall and began to work on the layout and the contractors and purchase equipment and do the hiring. And then we opened the doors in February of 2002 in that first location. And of course it was a little scary because we didn't have the big pockets of a corporation, but we slowly grew. You know, slowly we began to take off. And you know, it's so rewarding to see that. And we're a natural and organic food store, is what we are. Like, go ahead.
Yeah, well, basically you were at the cutting edge of people learning about what they eat and how important it is, and also organic itself, because of actually learning about the soil and the nutrients, and everyone was really tuning in to learning more about organic at that time.
Yes, very true. Yeah. It was very much a swell going on. Natural and organic foods have been around a very long time, but they were always a much smaller degree out there. It was a much smaller when it came to the retail market as far as selling food. You didn't see a lot of natural and organic foods.
Right.
But then it began to grow. You began to see it get introduced more mainstream, and that's when I decided to develop the stores and get those rolling.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And Ryan, you've never been on Knowledge for Wellness either, so let's hear about how you actually got to meet this gentleman and become part of actually Fresh and Natural as well.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. It was a great story, actually. He came back recently from Sweden last summer.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes.
And for the first month, I took vacation, but then I decided, I'd like to start working again, and definitely I wasn't open to working at a place that I didn't want to work. I wanted to get a job that I actually enjoyed doing, that felt like I was making a difference, felt like I was helping a good business have a difference on forming more of a community, offering healthier foods, healthier choice, lifestyle products.
And also educating the public.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is pretty amazing in itself. And talking about the community, you also do things within the community. What is it that Fresh and Natural does within the community as well?
Well, I think a lot of things we do in the community, first and foremost, is we try to educate our consumers that come in. Not only with the selling of the product, but we'll talk to people about the products. You know, people like Ryan are going to ask them questions. You know, why are you looking for this particular product?
Sure.
And we'll do other things within the community, health fairs.
Oh, nice.
Local businesses in Shoreview and Hudson, they'll have health fairs, and we'll attend them for their employees.
Okay.
We'll do a lot of event marketing in our stores as well.
Okay.
And those are geared, once again, to educate. You know, get the food into their mouths, teach them about it, because sometimes there's a natural intimidation with that. So we do a lot of event marketing and, you know, educating in the community.
Yes, and I also understand that you had Dr. Kim Lane come to your store. She's a homeopath and a medical doctor as well, so that people could ask her questions and
Yes.
even see a little bit of a difference.
Yes.
So you have quite a few doctors behind you, backing you and educating the community and anyone that wants to come to Fresh and Natural and learn about it.
Yes, there's a number of practitioners around the Twin Cities, alternative practitioners, MDs that refer patients to us as an adjunct to what they prescribe. So that comes back, once again, I think, to the credibility of the store and to the staff.
Yes, very nice. And Ryan, you actually are the manager of...
I'm the manager of one of the store's health and
Okay.
body care
Oh,
departments.
okay.
We have a couple stores.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'm the manager in the Hudson location.
Area.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you ever get over to Shoreview, let's say, if there's going to be an event happening there?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I started out over in Shoreview.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And so we stop over there every now and then. I was recently at a Medtronics event.
Oh, okay.
I think it was on Earth Day, and we were able to set up a booth in their location there.
Okay.
In, was it Mounds View, correct? And try to get the word out about Fresh and Natural, the
Sure.
products they offer.
Yeah. Well, speaking of your products, you also work directly with farmers, I understand. And Fresh and Natural actually doesn't have that middle person involved, and you actually go and talk with the farmers and see how the produce and, for instance, some of the actual beef that you get are actually grass-fed?
Yes.
Okay.
Our department managers, our produce managers, have had the opportunity to meet with some of our growers when it's the local growing season in the state of Minnesota, which can somewhat be stunted, but
Yes.
no, they have had the opportunity to meet with a number of our growers. As far as some of the ranchers where our grass-fed beef has come from, we have met and talked with them as well. We do use other suppliers,
Yes.
just based on the selection and the variety we have to. And once again, Minnesota environment isn't necessarily inviting to some of those, the selection that we need in our store.
Right, exactly.
But we are a large supporter of local, growers when they are in season. Absolutely.
Very nice, very nice. It's sort of like instead of us going to farmer's market, just go to Fresh and Natural.
To a large degree, yeah, we're going to have some of those growers in our stores as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm used to, let's say, the conventional market, some of the more major, larger stores. If I were to walk into Fresh and Natural, what would I see? I know when I walk in through the doors, there's your fruit and vegetables, and you also have different labeling as well. So walk me through going through your store.
Okay. Well, you're going to walk into, in both locations, produce.
Okay.
Because to me, you communicate fresh with produce.
Yes.
Nothing better.
Okay.
And as you walk through the store, you're going to see a regular grocery store. The difference is it's only natural and organic products in our store.
Okay.
So you're going to walk into a produce, an extensive bulk section, a large selection of dairy, frozen food, grocery products, a meat department that is fresh cut every day,
Yes.
a deli department that is second to none when it comes to their salads. Everything is scratch made in our deli. Soups are all scratch made, nothing out of a box or a can.
Yes.
And then in the center of the store, you're going to find the vitamin and supplement area there.
Okay.
And Ryan will talk more about that, but
Sure.
it's an area that attracts a lot of attention, and it's an area that needs people with a real solid knowledge base in there.
Yes.
That's why a gentleman like Ryan was very glad to have him join our company.
Yeah, very nice. I actually had an issue myself, and I called my homeopath, and she gave a prescription for me, and I actually went to Fresh and Natural, and
Okay.
I was actually honored by meeting some of your staff there, and they didn't know who I was, which was great, because I was just a regular person, and she just talked to me about all of these varieties and what would do what and what would help me, and I was just like almost going to a doctor, how educated they were. And it was very, very nice, very nice. So we'll have Ryan, we'll have you elaborate a little bit more on, what you do there.
Well, other than managing the health and body care department in general, which consists of scrutinizing the tens of thousands of different types of products that different companies throughout the world want to introduce and get on the shelves, we basically want to do it on a basis of what the store is about, trying to offer cleaner,
Yes.
organic products and products that don't have ingredients that can be listed or known as being allergy-causing, hyperallergenic ingredients. We try to offer a good selection of gluten-free, dairy-free products.
Yes, there's more and
So-
more awareness about people getting gluten intolerant, or even the peanut issue.
Absolutely.
People are getting more and more aware that they have a food allergy against peanuts.
Yeah, and products that are been researched by different universities and institutes, like Columbia University. A lot of products like New Chapter, Terry
Anything like-
Naturally.
And even some of the people actually on cosmetics, they're actually having an allergic reaction to some of that as well.
Yep, absolutely. We have a couple of different lines like Ecobella, Gabrielle, that are completely consist of mica minerals and natural ingredients. So it's
Very nice. And it seems as if people are taking charge of their health now. They're educating themselves and wanting to put good quality food into their bodies, and they're finding the end result is that they're healthier, they feel much better. And is that basically why Fresh and Natural is growing in popularity, or why is it just seems to be exploding?
To a large degree, you look at the population in the United States, 4% of the population, latest numbers, 4% of the population eats naturally and organically in our
Okay.
type of store. 50% of those people that come into our store are knowledgeable. They're doing it for health purposes,
Yes.
ecological purposes. They get it, they understand it, and it's their passion, it's their lifestyle. And 40% are coming in because they've made a conscious decision to change their health, to improve their health. Whether it was a doctor that told them, change your act or else,
Yes.
or they just said, you know what, I'm ready to take another step, and this is the step. And so when they come in, we're ready for them, and then 5% just kind of come in by accident, and they figure out, oh, there's something different here.
Yes.
And, but the staff, when it comes to customer service, they're looking for the people. They're
Yes.
looking for that look when they walk into the store and they're looking around, they know. And that's where guys like Ryan or any of the department managers or any of the staff in the store are going to approach them first.
With people coming into the store with learning about healthier choices, and with Fresh and Natural being right there in the community, they feel more empowered by knowing that they can go to your store and learn more as well.
Yes.
And the staff that you have on hand, such as Ryan, would also assist that person, and so that they don't actually try to go to the internet and problem solve some of their issues, because not everything on the internet is true.
No, absolutely. There's a
Yeah.
lot that isn't true on there. A lot of the information that people can access on the internet, believe it or not, can be very misleading in purposes of making sales. There's a lot of stuff that just isn't true on there. And one of the unique things about our health and body care departments at Fresh and Natural Foods is that we have staff that's educated and able to provide reliable knowledge and information to customers from various medical journals, such as PubMed. We are actually subscribing members of the Natural Medicine Comprehensive Database.
Okay.
And we have other programs like IL7, created from Health Notes, that allow a whole category, like a library of information regarding natural medicines and health and body care products associated with clinical studies.
Along with scientific proof as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We want to provide the customers with science. We don't want to make decisions for them. We want to offer them reliable, repeatable information and let them have the power and make the decisions themselves on purchasing, whether or not they want to purchase a product or not.
Sure.
We even have information that helps them cross-reference whether there's any adverse drug reactions with herbal or medicines or anything they might be taking. We're glad to look it up for them and show them the knowledge.
Yes. There's been a few people that have come to you that actually are having dietary problems, and you even have some of the dinners already prepackaged for them. And then they actually can just come into the store and have a meal for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this actually alleviates some of the pre-planned foods, because once you go off of their food, you gain the weight back right away because you actually are eating normal food.
Yep, exactly. We even try to work with schools. We have
Okay,
the SMILE
yes.
program,
Very nice.
which are trying to get into establish relationship with schools so that they're able to offer students, young children, healthier alternatives to the food. I worked in a school not so long ago, and I was shocked by what they called food that they're offering to the students.
So the community itself benefits not only at the convenience of having fresh and natural there, but with the staff members, and kind of makes for a win-win situation. Yes. And we also have people that are always hurried, and it seems as if more and more we're running to the fast foods. And now I also understand that Fresh and Natural has already pre-made some items that they can just grab and go.
Yes, we have a number of items throughout the store, starting with produce. They can come in and grab an apple or an orange or a banana, and we have a number of bulk products that in the bins that are nutritious, healthy, organic, that they can take as little or as much. They can go back to the deli, and there's salads ready for them. There's sandwiches that can be made, custom-made sandwiches. There's a hot lunch bar, and we do a big lunch business in the stores as well.
Okay.
So yeah, it's convenience, and just the size of the store itself. You know, it's shopper friendly.
Yes.
They can get in, they can get out, but we have a lot of customers, when they come in, they'll spend an hour, 2 hours in there. They just enjoy being in there.
Well, they're learning so much, and you have different tags throughout the stores. For instance, you have the red tags and such, so that people know that if they do have an intolerance, that would be an item they could purchase.
Yes, yeah. The gluten-free is a big thing, and we touched on it earlier.
Yes.
But it is something that we saw coming down the pike 8 years ago, and at that time we began to develop that variety of gluten-free products. And right now we have the most extensive in the 5-state area.
Yes.
And yeah, we wanted to make it a little easier for the consumer, so we developed the red tag system, and we put that out there so it readily, easily identifies to them this is a gluten-free product. We still teach them, read the labels, you know, read labels, but yeah, we've done the homework.
Yeah. Well, that's sort of where customer service stands out with Fresh and Natural as well.
Yeah.
You know, by actually something that might seem small to you, but if I had a gluten intolerance, that would just be so perfect, because I could see already awareness of what to look for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the customer service is huge. I mean, it ties into the knowledge of the staff. That's a service. But when you have the personality and the people skills and the communication skills to watch for that and to work with the customers, that just takes it up another notch. And that is a big thing that I think sets us apart and has helped us to grow. It's word of mouth.
Yeah.
You know, it's invaluable coming from your customers.
And my son, who moved out, actually started his own way of cooking and thinking, and he actually went organic because he was having some issues with his health.
Sure.
And so that was the first thing that we did. It's like, let's not go and have this doctor go in and cut this piece of your body. Let's try first your diet. And it seemed to help just instantaneously. Within 3 weeks, he was feeling healthier, and just by his consumption, and also not drinking pop anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So that was very, very healthy. And even awareness about our water, if it's not filtered. We kind of touched on that a little bit, how important that is. Do you
Very
also
big.
offer fresh water there as well?
We have a large selection of bottled water, but yes, we also have a water refill station there.
Okay.
We offer water filtration, like for the shower. And like you said, I mean, chlorine or fluoride, it's a carcinogen, and it has to be legally in water supplies to kill all the microorganisms. But you should take it back out before you drink it or apply it on your skin or bathe or shower or whatever.
Well, we're hearing more and more about toxicities throughout our environment that is causing cancer. Right, there's a prime example. You know, it's so important what we put in our mouths, and we are what we eat. And there's also a great link on your website about why food matters. So Ryan, this is your specialty, so why don't you elaborate on that?
Sure. It's nothing new. It's always been a part of us. Just like Hippocrates was quoted as saying, "Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food."
Sure.
food, if you think of it from a molecular level, molecules or atoms that build up to molecules, the more complex molecules build up to amino acids, fats, proteins. These are what comprise our body.
Yes.
And it has a huge role on us, considering the fact that the average human being within their lifetime, they're going to be consuming over 50 tons of food. Some people are up to 100 tons of food.
Sure.
It literally is the building blocks of our bodies. It has a big impact on our genes, expressing our genes. It has an impact on every biochemical, physiological reaction that takes place in our body. And food isn't, unfortunately, what it used to be back in the day. There's a lot of food that people would consider to be fake. There's foods that's contaminated with residues from agrochemicals, pesticides, herbicides, insecticides. There's food that has plasticizer molecules in them from the plastic industry that can disrupt hormone function, endocrine system function, be neurotoxins. They're classified as reproductive disorder molecules that cause reproductive disorders. And food is just, a lot of times it can be even contaminated with genetically modified ingredients.
Okay.
And what we're about is we're trying to offer real, clean food, much as local as possible.
Yes.
So it's in our name, fresh and natural. We're trying to offer food that helps the community build itself by helping support local family farms.
Oh, yes.
And food that's just what we consider to be more real. So it makes a huge difference, and more than anything else.
Yes.
National Institute of Health did a study, and they came to the consensus that above sleep, above physical activity and exercise, above stress management, meditation, nutrition is the largest contributing factor to our overall health.
Yes.
And so, what better than to eat healthy food?
Yeah. But we want to talk a little bit about, of course, walking into Fresh and Natural, and for you to invite them in, because they might feel a little bit intimidated. So what would you recommend for my viewers that have never been to Fresh and Natural?
Well, the first thing I would tell them is it's just a normal grocery store.
Okay.
The difference is the products are natural and organic.
Yes.
The taste that they're going to experience are probably better than conventional foods. So there's nothing really to be intimidated about coming into a natural and organic food store. If there is that reservation, our staff is geared and trained and looking for you to help you.
Yes.
If you got questions, hopefully we're going to ask you before you ask us, because we're looking for that look, that first time in there. So that is one thing we do, but it's really nothing to be intimidated by.
Yeah. And Ryan, any thoughts on someone walking into Hudson, Wisconsin?
Absolutely. Come check out the store. It's quite a unique experience. I think if, in general, if you haven't been in the store, the first time I set foot in it, I thought it was a beautiful store, beautiful lighting, a lot of unique products you won't see elsewhere in conventional supermarkets. Products that support a healthier digestive system, like hypoallergenic products, whether it's food, health and body care, supplements.
Very nice.
So,
They have nothing to lose, because it's just like going to a grocery store.
It's
Except
better
a
than
little-
going to a grocery store. I think.
Because it's small, and that's what I like when I grew up in a small town. Is you walk in and everyone's personable and caring and concerned, and that's exactly the feel that I got when I walked into the Shoreview store as well.
Good, good.
So that's good to know. And Kerry, we have a few minutes left, and so I just want you to throw out a little bit of knowledge for my viewers, since you are on Knowledge for Wellness, if you would, please.
Well, once again, I would just we encourage everybody to come in and, to come into the store and let us give us the opportunity to walk you around. And a lot of our staff will do that. They'll physically walk you around the store, introduce you to products. You may have questions about certain products. You might have a question about, my doctor told me about this, or my naturopath told me about this. And we'll get a lot of referrals to our store from practitioners all around the Twin Cities. So we're looking forward to you coming in. And it's, I promise you a wonderful experience when you come in, not only for yourself, your taste buds are going to really enjoy this. So
Wow.
I would offer that up to you.
Okay, well, that sounds great. And Ryan, how about you? For your generation, of course, you know, you're the younger generation, and you seem to be more in tuned about organic and more awareness of what your future will be as well. So I'm going
Absolutely.
to- okay.
Come into the store, you got to check us out. It's a great experience, whether you have food allergies, you just want to eat healthier, organic foods, you want to support local farms, support a sense of community. That's what we're about, and you'll be supporting that by coming in, so come check us out.
Okay, great. Well, I'm afraid that we've run out of time, and I want to say thank you so much for your insight on all
Thank
of
you.
this.
Thank
you
you.
so much, Ryan. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
If you have any questions or would like to contact Fresh and Natural, please contact either through the website at www.freshandnaturalfoods.com or phone them direct at either 715-377-9913 or 651-203-3663. And please tune in to my other shows of Knowledge for Wellness being televised throughout the Twin City area. And you can also see my previous shows on YouTube. Or if you get a minute, just visit my website at www.knowledgeforwellness.com. And you can connect with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. And the mission of Knowledge for Wellness is to inform viewers on health issues, to expose, educate, and make viewers aware, to enhance themselves and their loved ones for a better quality of life. And I hope we've provided you with more knowledge to benefit you and your loved ones. Remember, health is wealth. So until next time, be well and goodbye. Thanks again, Kerry.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.
Over time you've healed so much in me, and I am living proof that although my darkest hour had come, your light could still shine through. And at times it's just enough to cast the shadow on the wall. Though I am grateful that you shine your light on me at all. Who am I that you would love me so gently? Who am I that you would recognize my name? Lord, who am I that you would speak to me so softly? Conversation with a love most high. Who am I? Well, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see.